And I'm now an honorary member of that squadron.
Yeah.
Mr.
President, this is Arnold Burns, the chairman of...
Hello there. How are you? Yes.
And Bob Miller.
Yes. How are you?
And they have something for you to present to AC.
And I'm very...
The Freedom's Foundation is presented to AC Lyles.
This is...
Well, we have all of you in there together.
You know what this is for? The George Washington Award from the Freedom's Foundation. Good to see you. Good to see you. They're very pleased to present it on their behalf.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And all of ours. What?
How was Jimmy?
Wait a minute.
How was Jimmy Cagney?
Oh, quite, Jimmy Cagney. I have to believe that most of that film that we saw, we ran his movie, was Rich Little because
It was.
Because he was not really with it.
He and George coming here. Thank you for
But we loved having it, but it was really amazing. Because you know, he saw him in the film and everything, and it was just so surprising the difference. Because his friends were there with him.
This is being so it's so nice to see you. I like this. And
Yes, he's responsible for that.
could we get a picture of that? Because Jimmy would love it. Could we get a picture with that?
Totally.
That's right. Mark
Charles Russell. I guess that's the only non-Western thing he ever did. And
You know how much I've been on? Huh?
Casey was the one that talked him into. He had just the wax.
That's right.
Talked him into having some bronzes made from the wax. What were you going to say, Mark?
I've been offered $10,000 for my copy. And you know why it's going up?
You shouldn't have told them that.
Because of this being here in the Oval Office.
You know, we may wind up being able to balance the budget.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, this is not a award. This is just a souvenir. This is a presidential seal.
Oh, bless you.
Let me wait a minute. Let me see when this was. Yeah, that's post-Truman. The American eagle in the seal. If you notice, there are arrows in one hand and an olive branch in the other. The eagle used to be looking at the arrows, and Harry Truman had it turned around looking at the olive branch.
Now, which is up here now? That's the. Is that the new one?
That one is. That's looking at the olive branch. Yes.
There's the one with the arrows on your desk.
Yeah, and that, because that's very old. That desk. That desk was once caught in the ice up in the Arctic. That was a British ship in Trepid, and an American whaler found it, brought it out, and then we refurbished it and gave it to Queen Victoria. And some years later, Queen Victoria, a 1,300-pound box arrived here at the White House. They decommissioned the ship, and that was carved out of the planks of the ship. And she delivered it as a present to the president.
He had it lifted just a little, I think, didn't you?
Huh?
You had it lifted just a
Yes,
little.
they must have been smaller in those days. I was having trouble getting my knees under it on the other side, so that you can see that division around the bottom. They just added that around there to raise it a little bit.
Have you been to the Truman Library in Independence?
What?
Have you been to the Truman Library?
No, I never have.
You know, they have a replica of this office at the library, identical.
Well,
Just the
Jerry
way.
Ford has that.
Yes, he does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Just the way it was furnished when Truman was president.
Wow.
It'd be interesting. You'd find that interesting.
Well, I won't do that because we'd have to pick up all the sculpture.
Mr. President, never say never.
Mr. President, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And lovely Nancy.
Thank you.
I will tell Mark.
The Rose Garden.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bye.
Gentlemen, it's Mr. Herb Williams of Christmas. Hello.
Brad Silver.
What's your name again?
Hi, Diana Taylor.
And you're the Tyler? Yes, hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Bob Brad.
Mr. President, I'm Bob Layton, and I've shook your hand several times before.
Yes.
See you later.
Steve times you were in town. Good to see you.
Yes.
Mr. President, I'm Charles Hawkins, Mayor of the City of Tyler. Pleased to be here.
Well, honored to have you here. I have to tell you, the first Rose Queen I saw from Tyler, Texas, was when I was doing the General Electric Theater on television. And was invited to come and officiate, MC, and so forth, and make an appearance at the Tyler Rose Festival.
You know, I sent you a picture of you and LBJ that was taken there.
Yes.
It's the only time I had two future presidents in my district.
Mr. Mayor, I really saw something Texas style, too. They put me up in a suite in the hotel there, and I got there and informed me that two of your noted Texans had paid, I guess, the highest price for a bull
Oh, yeah.
had been paid. And
Very famous story.
the
one of Billy
inmate of that,
Yeah.
the resident in that suite before me was that bull.
That's right.
They decided that at that price he deserved the best.
Well, you certainly would remember
They
that.
had him brought up and in the suite.
Well,
Well,
that's
I said, well, we're most appreciative. I know that he is. Here they are.
Mr. President, they had more balloons on a week ago, but they'll come back in full swing. Especially the Lake Washington area. I hope they'll do that.
Well, I'd be very happy to have them.
Well, we remembered your
that I
remarks.
asked for.
That's right.
Here we are.
That's wonderful. Well, believe me, they will be in excellent hands.
Phil and I'll be back over to see him this time.
All right? Come storming in if we're not taking off here.
Well, if you don't mind, I've had some part of my duties recently have been to pass out some keys to the city of Tyler. There were some dignitaries who have come to the city, and all of them have really frankly not been my favorites, and you are, and I would be very honored if you would accept this key to the city on behalf of the citizens of Tyler at this time. Well, I'm sorry.
Provided you'll come back and use it.
You're right, you got
All
to do
right.
that.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Hart's been there, and Mr. Jackson's been there, and Mr. Washington's been there, and Mrs. Mondale's been there, and so I certainly wanted you to have this. And like I said, you come back and we'll give you another.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very pleased to have it. I'm very pleased to have these also.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Did you get all of it?
I hope you have a picture. I've had some pictures of some others, and I certainly want a picture of this one.
Now, if you'd like one, just to take
Okay,
one.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You'll have trouble getting Colonel Layton to
I'd
talk
like
to
to
you.
give you that.
Yes.
You don't mind. Nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're all ready. We're very honored. We're very honored that you came to the
I'm willing.
Thank you.
How are you?
Mr. President, Reagan, Tom talk.
Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to see you. Real pleasure.
He has done an interview with you earlier last week on the excellence education, and there's some questions and answers that were prepared, and he wants us to get a photo opportunity.
Well,
So
let's get it over there in the chairs. Would you like your